seas. Ooh, dissolving your sorrows. Yeah, that's when your heart knows for sure. That salt water cures anything. It don't matter what it might be. Salt water cures anything. Sweat, tears, or the sea. So if you sweat your ass off at a job just for money, or you've cried your eyes out for some long-lost honey, you might be laughing now, but it ain't that damn funny. So just get on a boat, come down to the islands with me. Because salt water cures anything. It don't matter what it might be. Salt water cures anything. Sweat, tears, or the sea. Yeah, salt water cures anything. Don't matter what it might be. Salt water cures anything. Sweat, tears, or the sea.
This is Bill
and Ann Abbott of the Amateur Adventurers Club.
We listen to Coastal Confessions every Friday night with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio,
your coastal Americana radio station.
Hi everybody, this is Michelle Myers, and every Friday night you'll find me at the BAR, the Bodyguard and Ambassador Retreat here in Bartlett, Tennessee, listening and watching B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Tune in to the Tiki Man Radio app or on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel. Come on, want to hear your confessions?
Talk me, 'cause I'm already gone. The only thing I wanna feel is the sand under my feet. I'm on the run, run, run. You can try to catch me, but I'm a saltwater gypsy, soaking up the sun. Ain't got no time for worries. I don't on this Corona all day, don't judge me. I let the tide wash my sins away. The only thing I wanna hear is the music to the waves. Makes me wanna stay, stay, stay on the Pensacola Bay. I'm a saltwater gypsy, soaking up the sun. Ain't got no time for worries. I don't answer to no one, 'cause I'm living wild, living free, living out here where I can be a saltwater gypsy. You can find me where the sand's right under my feet. Wanna be a beach bum? Come and get you some salt on your skin like a margarita. So good on your tongue, down by the water where life is sweeter. I'm a saltwater gypsy, soaking up the sun. Ain't got no time for worries. I don't answer to no one, 'cause I'm living wild, living free, living out
anybody's guess. Poured them so fast I couldn't keep them in the glass, but this morning I sure am a mess. My head is 4 or 5 times its normal size, and I got this big old cactus stuck between my eyes. I can't recall a single thing I did or said, or the names of all the people sleeping in this bed. Tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how much tequila did I drink last night? How did I get these cuts and bruises all over my body? Must have fallen down somehow. Well, I believe it had something to do with karate. It's all coming back to me now. I was standing in the bar with King Kong's cousin. He must have been 7'3". His elbow gave me a bump, and so I said, hey chump, would you like to step outside with me? Tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how. Well, tell me how much tequila did I drink last night? My mouth is full of cotton and my brain is sore. I left last night's dinner on this morning's floor. My belly is swollen and my eyeballs shrunk. I drank so much that my hair got drunk. I seen a big old worm about 10 feet long, hallucinating purple cows. Somebody moved the furniture while I was gone. Uh-oh, this is not my house. I can call us a taxi on the telephone if I just knew where we are. I guess I'm gonna have to drive myself back home as soon as I can find the car. But tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how, tell me how much tequila did I drink last night?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 34,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beachy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight, as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, so sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, and I'd like to suggest downloading the free app, so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
It's all going to pot, whether we like it or not. Best I can tell, the world's gone to hell, and we're sure gonna miss it a lot. All of the whiskey in Lynchburg, Tennessee, just couldn't hit the spot. I got $100 bill, friend, you keep your pills, 'cause it's all going to pot. That cackle babble head in the box must think I'm dumb as a rock. Reading me the news while I'm kicking off my shoes, and it's scaring me out of my socks. That red-headed stranger I'm not, but buddy, let me tell you what. If you ask old Will to say, here's the deal, friends, it's all going to pot. Well, it's all going to pot, whether we like it or not. Best I can tell, the world's gone to hell, and we're all gonna miss it a lot. All the whiskey in Lynchburg, Tennessee, just couldn't hit the spot. Got $100 bill, you can keep your pills, friend, it's all going to pot.
sweet little honey, where they're high on your money is gonna take every penny you got. I said she's never gonna get it, cause I've already spent it, girl, it's all go in the pot. It's all go in the pot, whether we like it or not. Best I can tell, the world's gone to hell and we're all gonna miss it a lot. Oh, the whiskey in Lynchburg, Tennessee just couldn't hit the spot. Got $100 bill, you can keep your pills, friend, it's all going to pot. I got $100 bill, you can keep your pills, friend, cause it's all going to pot.
Not a better place to debut this song in the original Margaritaville in my old hometown. Hey! Has anybody noticed that the world is going to hell real quick out there? Huh? So if you'd like to take your mind off all that shit you're watching on television on 355 channels telling you what the stock market's doing today and who's stealing your taxpayer money, you have come to the right bar. Up on the east side of Manhattan, they're still dancing with the stars. While over in Subprime City, it's getting angry in the local bars. Watching the news only gives me the blues. There's too much going wrong. It takes the likes of me to hit the reboot key and write a high-speed drinking song. Millionaires losing everything. Hey, welcome to the other side of life. There goes the yacht. There goes the rolls, but you get to keep your wife. And don't forget the automakers, swimming upstream like a trout. They let the shit hit the fan, and then they made a plan. We got a lot to drink about. There's the price of oil, war of the spoils. Where's your bucket for the big bailout? Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, we got a lot to drink about. Are you with me? I'd like to say that I was no dumbass. I did not have any of my money with Bernie Madoff. You know? As I told you many years ago, I am spending your money foolishly. Now Madoff made off with all the money. Now his clients are down to skunk weed. Repeat after me, it's so easy to see. We're only talking simple greed. And those Somalian pirates are counting all the gold while Bush and Cheney ain't around. And all the good lookers seem to be check hookers from Key West to London town. It's the price of oil, the war of spoils. Where's your bucket for the big bailout? Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, we got a lot to drink about. Drink it up! So pour me some Tennessee whiskey, pour me a fine Jamaican rum. That loudmouth soup gets me kind of looped. Tequila? Of course I'll have some. Now the family devalues, and little children count their net worth. And the truth, wherever it's hiding, can't be found on Google Earth. Citibank's buying jets with our money. I want to flog 'em with a buggy whip. I hope Obama and Joe won't let the volcano blow and patch the hole in our sinking ship. It's the price of oil, the war of the spoils. Here's your bucket for the big bailout. Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, we got a lot to drink about. Recession, depression, aggression, good God, CNN keeps bumming me out. I can't take another doomsday moment. We got a lot to drink, a lot to think, a lot to drink about. God bless America!
Coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. We are live, everybody. Live. And I hope you guys are enjoying the music tonight. Oh, I forgot to turn those lights on, didn't I? Michelle, let's get some...
Which lights?
There we are. We are live. I didn't put the... Well, you put the red light on.
Did you want the live on air, or can they?
Yeah, put the live on air on. I didn't even think about it. There's okay. Let me get this one. There we go. Michelle's turning the live on air because we are live on air. B-Man and Michelle, Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Well, if you can't do it, I'll do it on the next song. I'll figure it out. So,
no,
what?
On the screen.
Yeah, they can see it.
Them watching.
Yeah, your head's in the way.
Tell them to tell me
Yeah.
if it goes away, it becomes invisible.
Okay, we'll do that. Hey, it's just bright. It's bright. See?
Because
See,
when
right
you
there?
do restream,
Yeah.
it becomes invisible when we
Invisible.
right?
It does. You're right. Boy, you're on a roll tonight,
I
my.
didn't turn it on because I thought it became invisible.
It's not invisible. So if you look right there, Michelle, on the screen, right there, it looks a little bit. I'll have to adjust the camera angle here when we get to some more music. So I hope everybody's having a good time. We got a lot of people. We got Mo is on. Callie McCool is on. How you doing, Callie? You weren't with us last week. Happy Friday to everybody. Tiki Man Radio's out there. We do have a lot to drink about. Lots going on. We're going to talk about some of that tonight. We're going to find out where Bill and Aunt Abbott are. They were telling us, but...
Where in the world?
Where in the world is Bill and Aunt Abbott? La da da da. No? You're not digging it? All right. Michelle's not digging my song, Where in the World is Bill and Aunt Abbott? So they did send me an update, and I'll tell you real quickly, they said we're currently at the Irish Fest, so we'll have to watch on YouTube later. So, and then they said that'd be a great opportunity to call in. I'm going to try and get that fixed for next week's show so we can get the call-in started back again and everything. It's just...
More interesting.
More interesting, get call-ins. Amy was going to come over tonight, and what'd she say?
She was exhausted.
I was
exhausted.
I was exhausted, and I can't come out because I'm exhausted. So she's not coming. Sissy is somewhere in North Carolina in the woods dove hunting with her AR.
Really?
I don't know what
You
the hell
said that
I said
before.
that last week. I don't know what the hell she's got, but...
No, you said that somewhere, not on here. But.
I think I said it last week when we were talking about it, But, yeah. I don't remember.
There
but
wouldn't be any dove left to eat if you're living in the AR.
He was like, would you like a feather?
No, thank you.
What else? We got a lot. Oh, who else is online? So we got the ambassador, and of course we have the bodyguard out there. Hello, how you doing? Callie McCool. I said that earlier. Who else? I said Mo. I think I got everybody. Sometimes people don't chime in and tell me until afterwards, and I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? Yes, and Callie, it's been hot here in Key West. I don't know what the temperature got up to today, but it was a little bit balmy out there.
It's not horrible, though.
Well,
It seemed like it was worse last year.
You weren't out there blowing all the crap in the driveway like I had to. We get the damn chickens get in my driveway, and crap is not chicken poop, but they're
They
going.
dig, and so they kick up all the dirt and the,
Oh, my God.
the gravel and stuff.
I did that last.
He has to sweep it back into place.
Yeah, a few days ago I did all that, and then I went out there yesterday morning, and I'm like, what the hell? They beat me to the punch. So Chickens are doing their thing, although they eat the scorpions.
And other bugs.
I'm okay with that. So thank you very much. Currently, we have that camera on right up there, Michelle. So let them see your hair. I mean, look how long your hair is. I'm going to your nickname is Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Not even close.
Yeah.
My cousin Gilberto's hair used to be down to her knees.
How long are you going to let that grow?
I don't know. I'm going to get a trim soon, but just a little bit.
You're going to let it to where it might dip in the potty when you go to the bathroom?
I would move it to the front or put it up or something. It's like when you have a long shirt on or something.
Yeah.
Or a slippery dress. You can't hold up. You got to hold it up while you're sitting there so it doesn't fall in.
Well, it's interesting because let's take flight suits, for instance.
Those are fine for guys.
It's easy for guys because we got all the extra zippers.
They're completely impractical for women.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you ladies that,
You have to take the sleeves off.
Yeah.
Put them down so then the sleeves are on the ground.
On the ground.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
Which is gross.
That's gross, yeah. But unlike our guys, we can just zip it up from the bottom and go, life is good. And let me ask this question, because I know you've flown before, and I've done a lot of piloting and stuff. Did you ever have one of those little Janes?
No. We were in the small jets, and we were going long distance.
Yeah. So when all the flying I used to do, I had a little Johnny, and it's one of those things where,
Lady Janes and
if you have to go when you're in air,
used to get the
and you're 2 hours out from your destination, and you're like, I shouldn't have had that water.
What's the company that sells all
Sporties.
There's Sporties. I thought there was another one too. I used to get those magazines and see.
I used to get the Sporty magazines, and I used to buy them all. I used to get all kinds of crap.
Are they the ones who make the logbooks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? There's Sporties, and there's another one.
That's the name.
Jepson. Jepson Air used to make those too. So.
That too.
But yeah.
I know what you're talking about. But.
Yeah, so it's like I've done it a few times. You get in the cockpit and you're like, all right, I got a 3-hour destination ride, and
well, for a dude, I mean that's just I'm
an hour and a half into it. I'm like,
Gatorade
I really gotta pee.
You don't need a special thing.
And there ain't no pulling over at the rest stop. And I'm not putting it out the window. So it's like those things come in handy.
Empty Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
Like the truckers.
The trucker bombs, yes. And believe it or not, that was the PSA we had in Albuquerque because...
It was a big deal.
It was a big deal because all the truckers going down, I might have even said this in some previous shows.
It was just kind of grossing people out so they wouldn't do drugs.
Well, I didn't... it's funny because, when we sat in this public safety meeting, and I got, the FBI
What I'm saying is they're trying to get people not to...
pee in their Gatorade bottles.
Well, not to do that, but also not to take meth, because if you did, it's probably made out of pee.
Yeah, because they'd throw it out the window, and then all the meth heads would go out there and grab that
That's
and go
what they
back.
use
And
for their alkaline.
Public service announcement. Let me get this. Public service announcement. Do not get any of those Gatorade bottles off the side of the road and use them for whatever drug making. It's not cool. But
I don't think the target audience was the drug makers.
Hey,
illegal drug.
Yeah, like this one's got a little
asparagus.
Asparagus. Oh my God. This is a true story. We're not making this up. So, it really is something that happens, and we had to deal with that. And let me see. Callie goes, happy Friday to the Tiki Tribe Chief. Yes, he is out there. He and I have been, it's been a very busy week for us as we get ready. We are getting into the middle of all the busyness.
I'd say you're at the tail end
of the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase,
out of a whole
the
year.
8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase. There's a lot happening. We just added a Sunday show.
All right.
So we got Heather Hayes, or let me rephrase that, Lene. How did Prince do that? Formerly known as Heather Hayes. So Lene, formerly known as Heather Hayes.
Isn't that the other way around?
I don't know. How the hell would you do that? I
didn't know if it was Lene changing to Heather Hayes now.
No, she was Heather Hayes and did all that stuff, and now she went to Lene, okay. And so I honestly, the other day I felt bad because I'm like, I kept calling her Heather, and I had to call her this morning, and when she answers the phone, I'm like, this is your morning wake-up call, Heather. Good morning. She's like, oh, thank you for the call.
So are you sure it's not the other way around?
I don't know.
She answered to Heather.
Well, I think as a stage name, because she went from the Heather Hayes into Lene with her new music. So I'm going to have to ask her so I say it correctly.
Was Garth Brooks' alter ego? Chris something?
Oh, yeah, what was that? Oh, Garth Brooks' alter ego.
Somebody text us.
If you know it, text us, because it was Chris something. Chris Gaines?
Ooh, that sounds right.
Chris Gaines? Was it Chris Gaines?
Somebody let us know.
Yeah, let me know, because I want to make sure I say it correctly.
But anyway, my hair's long.
Your hair is long. Yeah, let's circle back to what I asked earlier. Your hair is long. And people are like...
It's been longer.
You know, I don't know. I'm always out doing something, and people are like, oh, Michelle's hair is so long and luxurious and beautiful. And I'm like, okay. I said, you're not getting slapped in the head when she rolls over in bed at night.
I usually keep it up in a bun.
I mean, there's like this big gap between us when we sleep now, because when
That's because you got that big pillow of yours. You stick in between us.
Okay, here's a funny thing. So when I was at Nailtini the other day, I forgot about this. I went to sit down, and you know how Sissy has that pillow with her fiance's face on it, Mark?
Did you sit on Mark's face?
Well, everybody's like, don't sit on Mark's face. That would be not right. And then I set to the side, and I look at it, and I'm like, you know what? That is the real Mr. Pillow Guy.
My pillow guy.
My pillow guy is him right there, not that other guy. So I won't get into politics, but so yeah. And you know, and the sad part is, I feel sorry for
my pillow guy.
I feel sorry for Mark, because she's always taking pictures with people holding that pillow, and then she sends it to him, and I'm just like, he's got to be like over that. He's got to be like, I've had enough of that. Quit. So, you know.
If you guys are listening up there in North Carolina.
Yeah. My pillow guy up in North Carolina. So
no, I said they might be listening. Sometimes they listen to us, don't they?
Well, they might be.
Are they still out hunting?
I have no clue. I asked Beth today. I go, have you heard from Sissy? And she's missing in action. So hopefully she wasn't the dove. So
sometimes you're the windshield.
Sometimes you're the dove. Yeah, so I don't know. I asked her today. I'm like, have you heard? Actually, she goes, I had to call Sissy because there was some things going between some of the girls in the shop. And she's like, I'm not having that. So, I'm not having none of that. So, yeah. So, we plogged today. We had 40 people. As hot as it is, we're in slow season, and we got 40 people. Actually, it was 44. They upped the numbers. So, yeah, 44 people out plogging this morning, and we appreciate that. Those who came out. And
you had more last week, but it was for Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, for the Jimmy Buffett thing. So we had 114 last week, 44 this week. So you know what? I'm happy with the numbers, and we're picking up trash, and we're making. Somebody said to me, there was a girl that was with me and Fred today, and she said to me, she goes, there's not a whole lot on the street. And I'm like, because there's not a whole lot of tourists here. I mean, the town, we're actually, believe it or not, I mean, it's...
Oh, you know what's that kind of...
What?
No, it doesn't prove, but it, you know...
What?
Signals.
That does signal.
A lot of the trash is thrown by the tourists.
I'll stand with that. I mean, I'll be the first one to say that. I'm not saying that we aren't
not
dirty
everybody in
down
Key
here.
West is, you know, totally on board, but I mean, for the most part...
I mean, I can't count the number of times walking around neighborhoods or walking down the street or walking up to Nailtini or whatever, and you'll find people who can't finish their beer on the way home.
Well, just
their glass or their cup or...
So they'll just set it on somebody's fence or something.
Where were we? That one day we saw that... Oh, that was in Orlando when somebody left their whole plate of Chinese food out there. Remember? We were at Walmart.
I don't remember
And you
that.
were like, oh, there's a whole styrofoam thing of Chinese food that somebody left out there. It's like, could you at least... I mean, they have trash cans in the parking lot for crying out loud. So, anyway. So, hey, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up so we know you're out there liking what's going on. We've got a lot going on tonight. We got another thing. Where is Bill Abbott? So he did that. We're going to talk about the Songwriter Showcase because we've got some really cool things happening with that. I've got another This Day in Music coming up, so we'll talk more about that. And I don't know, let's get to some music so you and I can refresh our beverages. So this is a really cool song, Down to the Keys by Don Pietz. 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 How would you say? Pietz? I don't know. But it's a really cool song. And well, a little bit of Howard Livingston coming up. And, I want to say one thing before I go to music, because we played Jimmy Buffett a lot to drink about before we came in on You and Me. And you made a comment the other day. It just doesn't feel, it feels weird. It doesn't feel like Jimmy Buffett's gone.
Well, yeah, it doesn't feel like he's passed.
You
forget. I mean, like, unless you think about it, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. It's really.
Like he's still, maybe he's still here.
It's odd. Hey, we're
hanging around the Key West Cemetery.
You never know. I mean, his ghost just walked by. I swear to God, I just saw it walk by the door. So, hey, we're also going to talk about the upcoming CRAP meeting. And those people who don't know what CRAP is, stay tuned because we're going to talk about.
I was going to look at
what?
Neon orange
We're going to talk about that stuff. So if all you CRAP members who are members of the CRAP team, we've got an upcoming meeting, and we're going to talk about that. So let's get to some music, a little bit of Don Beats and B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio. Hope you are having a wonderful Friday night like we are, because we're having fun already. We're going down to the Keys, everybody. That's where we live. Come hang out with us.
Well, it's cold in Indiana, but you're dreaming of cabanas. You know you feel better in warmer weather down in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's go down to the Keys, feel that tropical breeze. We'll lay in the sand, get a nice tan, and do as we please. We'll play in the waves, let's leave right away. We can drink margaritas with lime and tequila. Let's go down to the Keys. We can stop in El Dorado, buy some rum and drink a lot of. You know you feel better not wearing that sweater. We'll catch our breath in old Key West. Let's go down to the Keys, feel the tropical breeze. We'll lay in the sand, get a nice tan, and do as we please. We'll play in the waves, well, let's leave right away. Oh, we'll be there tomorrow, have lunch in Key Largo. Let's go down to the Keys. Sunsets down in Mallory Square, breathing that warm night air. You know you feel better when you fire up that blender down in that Gulf of Mexico. Let's go down to the Keys, feel the tropical breeze. We'll lay in the sand, get a nice tan, and do as we please. We'll play in those waves, let's leave right away. Oh, we'll be there tomorrow, have lunch in Key Largo. Let's go down to the Keys. Oh, we'll be there tomorrow, have lunch in Key Largo. Let's go down to the Keys.
From way up north in the field of healthcare, headed down to Miami to a tele-conference there. Picking up her rental car, said I need it on the double turn. her surprise when it arrived, a sexy red convertible punched into the GPS address she had to reach. It's a huge convention center right on Miami Beach. She had a tight schedule, only an hour or so to get there, but something started happening while she's breathing in that salt air. She passed a great big road sign, said Key West is way. She tried not to stare, but she just couldn't look away. Now you're not gonna believe what happened after that. Ragtop's down, heading out of town. She might never be coming back. She's getting keys of fire. Keys of fire. Keys of fire. Keys of fire. It didn't take long. She rolled into the town of Alamorada. She went into a tiki bar and ordered a pina colada. Now it's been said that strange things happen when you hit that latitude. Somehow it just takes over, gives you a whole new attitude. She went over this long bridge, its length was 7 miles. As she looked from side to side, oh, she could do a smile. On top of that bridge, her business suit flew straight into the air. She slipped into a little bikini nobody'd ever seen her wear. She's getting keys of fire. Keys of fire. Keys of fire. Keys of fire. Now once Keys fever gets you, it'll take you down pretty fast. Best thing you can do is have some rum and just relax. All her friends up north thought she'd truly gone insane, but now she's living in Key West. They all want to be on that train. Oh, she's keys of fire. Keys of fire. Keys of fire. Keys of fire.
Welcome back.
Hello from sunny California. This is Mr. McCool and Student Crew. I'm Ace, one of the student producers for our show Surf's Up. We, the student crew, want our fabulous Tiki Man Radio listeners to know that our show will be back airing on Tuesdays at noon Eastern Island Time. We will be back with our Lunchbox special. We have good vibe coastal Americana music, plus a friendly conversation about student life planned for you. So stay tuned on the best radio station on the planet, Tiki Man Radio, tikimanradio.com, and what could possibly go wrong?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Vanessa here, coming to you live from the Beachy Shell Hideaway in the gorgeous Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. Now back to the show.
That's right. B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confession coming to you live from where? The Beachy Shell
Hideaway.
And Beachy Shell Studio.
Studios.
We out doing dishes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you so much. You are a keeper. So,
You know, I was listening to that commercial, well, the last one with Vanessa.
yeah.
Can't wait till Cece can say, and Cece.
And Cece.
This is Vanessa. And Cece.
Our goddaughter. Yes, I can't wait either. Actually, I told her to do a, I have to remind her, because we're going to see Cece on Sunday. You and I are playing at the Old Stone Coffee House. And I can't wait. So don't forget, I'll put a little advertisement out. But if you guys are up on Sunday morning, go to the Old Stone Coffee House here in on Facebook, and you can watch B-Man and Michelle live. We go live at 9 o'clock, and we're till 10.
9 to 10, and then 10:30 to 11.
Yeah, so join us. Have a little fun with us. Have some coffee at home and join us and have some fun. We're going to have a good time with that.
Why the hell not?
Why the hell not? But I told Vanessa last week, I said, I need another promo, and I need, to have the baby in it. And she's like, well, the baby doesn't talk yet. And I look at her
Blah,
like,
blah, blah,
I'm like, what do you think? I'm stupid? But what I want to hear is, going, blah, blah, come on,
Get Ty to do that in the background.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah. So I have to remind her on that. So let me see.
Or you could just get her when she's screaming, like Willie does.
Oh, my God. He's been on a roll lately. He was running through the house today. I'm on the phone, and he's like, I was like, we thought we were killing the cat or something, Or had his foot stuck in a bear trap or something. It's like, good God, Willie, shut up. And then he's like, you give him food, and he looks at you like, that's not what I want. I want that can there. And you open that can. He's like, nah, wrong can. My mistake. I want that can. We have a Coastal Confession in, everybody. Callie McCool. Callie McCool. Wait a minute. Where is it at? I know I have it somewhere. This just in. Is that not cool?
Is that your breaking news?
I love that. That is really neat. This just in, Callie McCool said, with the in-laws gone, I can skinny dip in my own pool again.
Woo!
That's his Coastal Confession.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if I want to see that, but, we'll give him a little applause there. Hello, Callie. There you go, my friend. Maybe this one? There you go. That's how he's getting out of the pool. So, well, good. I'm glad you can do that. We have a place down here we used to go to when we come down and hang out.
Oh, the Marrero House used to be.
No pun intended on the hangout thing.
No, it used to be clothing optional pool.
It was clothing optional.
Pool.
And I will say I partaked in the clothing optional side of things, although I would wrap a towel around me when I'd go over and get a beer out of the beer thingy. Because it's, for some reason, there's always like somebody sitting right next. They want to be closer to the beer thing, I just didn't feel like.
They check everybody out.
I didn't want to get. Yeah, I was like, towel, please. Whoop. So, hey, that's the way it goes. You got to kind of be careful because these goods aren't for everybody.
No, they are not.
So, no, they are not. Oh my God. So, tonight the cameras are sponsored by who?
The Pint.
The Southernmost Pint Brewpub. I got a funny confession. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the story. This was funny as hell. So
you, the tamale man.
I make tamales. You all know that. And
I got to get my drink for this.
All right, you get your drink for that. So
I might go sit by Scotty.
So Tad has a gluten allergy, and that's why he makes gluten beer over at the Southernmost Pint Brewpub.
Free beer.
His beer is really good. I mean, he does such a fabulous job. He's getting a lot of accolades. He's getting into a lot of papers, and people are it's really talking a lot about it.
And not because it's gluten-free beer, just because it's craft beer.
Yeah.
I mean, not even, some of them don't even know that.
Makes it on the spot. I mean, he does such a great job. So anyway, the funny thing with this whole thing is.
He bought tamales.
So he buys my tamales. Now, he's had my tamales before. And I don't know when he's going to eat them. So I get this message today, and he's like, I want to read it because it was so damn funny. Hang on, I gotta find it.
Was it an email or a text?
Yeah, it was a text. So he sends me this message. He goes, "Are your tamales 100% gluten free?" delicious, but I have had a little reaction to them that Lindsay doesn't care for. So I was
like, what?
I'm like, what? You know, I'm like, this has never happened. He's had my tamales many times. I said, I use cornmeal, you know, the masa.
Well, you use masa, which is cornmeal.
Cornmeal, ground cornmeal into like a powder, like a flour.
Actually, it's a corn flour is what the masa is.
And I said, what reaction did you get?
It's less gritty than cornmeal, but it's basically the same stuff, just not ground as much. I was reading an article.
So my next, I did. So my next comment was, I go, is the cornmeal, or he goes, is the cornmeal produced in a gluten-free facility? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, they gave me gas. And I'm
really bad gas.
So I said, well, it was probably the chili. So I had to call him. I'm just like, you've never had this reaction before. So he's like, yeah, I had to take like a pill before I went to bed and this and that. You know, he was being very, very quiet about it. You know, he didn't really want to
talk about it,
you know. So I said, all right, you know, I said, it's got to be the chilies. I go, you were drinking your own beer. Maybe your beer and the chilies just didn't mix. I don't know. So I had to talk to
his wife
later on today on another subject. And I said to her,
Lindsay.
I said, I was talking to Tad earlier, and I said he was talking about those tamales. And, of course, she's from
Scotland.
She's like, oh, my God. She's like, he was, like, lighting up the house. I was trying to, like, walk in. It smells like shit. I'm like, oh, my God, you know, and I'm spraying everything. And she goes, and then, you know, I thought, you know, he would go to sleep and go to bed, and he's in there, and he's on his iPad, and it was getting worse. And then he finally goes to sleep, and in his sleep, he's, like, gone. And she goes, I could get no sleep, you know. And I swear to God, the whole conversation, she's telling me this. I'm laughing, crying. It was so funny. So that was his confession that I did for him. I just told Liz, I go, he's had my tamales 1,000 times. I mean, he's never had an issue.
And what kind were they? Chicken?
They're chicken, green chili chicken. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, and you wouldn't have been using any kind of flour before that.
I didn't do anything different. It's the same.
No, I mean, I'm just saying the cross-contamination. It can, like, if you had made a sandwich with the Tharday's bread, you know, and hadn't wiped off the counter or something, you could possibly get some
I made the flour was fart flour. No,
it's corn flour.
It's the same stuff I use. I make no changes in the recipe. And so I told her, I said, it had to been a combination of him eating that, maybe the green chilies, and whatever beer he was drinking yesterday. Maybe he's got a batch of beer that I don't know, but
beer kind of makes you gassy anyway.
Oh my God, it was funny though. I was crying, laughing. It was so funny. I was just listening to her going off on it, and I'm imagining this in my head. So it was pretty damn funny. You had to have been there, but seriously, it was a funny thing. Let me see. Let's talk about the Conch Republic Aerospace Program. Aerospace. We had a meeting last night with Pam Vader, who is our lieutenant colonel. She does a lot of the admin stuff for us. She just got back into town. She was gone on personal business. And so we're getting ready for the Fantasy Fest. We're going to have a couple floats out there. But we want to have a meeting. And I know I've got some crap members. Ed and Pat are crap members. I know Donna and Bob are members. We've got other members out there. Anybody who wants to be a part of it. So we're going to do a Zoom meeting on the 17th. We posted it on the crap site. We'll repost it. We're going to have people here at the house, and I want to do a Zoom meeting so that anybody wants to join in on Zoom, they can see what we're doing and chime in on some of the ideas that we got coming up and some of the things we want to do. We have a program, and we want to keep it live, and we want to keep the energy going, which is important to us because a lot of what we do is volunteerism in the community. So we want to talk more about that, talk more about swag items, T-shirts, coins, all those kind of things. So we want everybody to be a part of it. I know Danny and Heather are a part of it. The only problem I'm running into, which I may have to go out and purchase Zoom, I want to do a Zoom meeting, but I got the freebie, and I only get 40 minutes, and I know we're going to be talking more than 40 minutes. So either somebody can lend me their Zoom, or I'll just go out and buy the thingy and spend more money. So it's just one of those things. We'll figure it out. But we're talking about we got the parade coming up. What else do we have? So many things coming up. I mean, we're going to talk about next year with the Conquer Republic Days being a part of, and then anything.
Did you already talk about Fantasy Fest?
I mentioned Fantasy Fest, where we're going to have all the Army is going to kind of march together, but we're going to have our golf carts again, where we're going to kind of make them all zinged up and everything. So again, more on that, but go out to the Conquer Public Aerospace Program on Facebook, see what we're doing. If you want to be a part of that meeting, please join us. We value what you have to say and what your input might be. So, Maureen, Tiki Man Radio absolutely played the best Jimmy Buffett tunes and concerts on every day. Yes, they did. Danny Lynn, thank you so much. I sent a big old batch of Jimmy Buffett stuff that I got. The 4 days that Jimmy was here in February, I was able to get a hold of all of that good stuff, all the music from all of those events. So I shared that with him. Let me see. Coastal Confession. This is Mo again. Coastal Confession. Just made the dinner from hell, but turned out okay. Well, what was it, Mo? We want to know. What dinner did you make? We just did pizzas tonight. So, those are cool hats. Yeah.
Less than $10. That's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. Put our logo on there. So we're coming up with all kinds of really cool ideas. So we value your input, and if you've got some really neat things that we can go after, and they're at a good price, hey, let's figure it out. So let's get to some more music, because when we get back, we want to talk about where's Bill Abbott. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, and my God, we're almost done with the first hour. I cannot believe it. Plus, I got to refresh my drink, everybody. Cheers to a Friday night to all those people.
I didn't do that last break.
What?
Refresh your drink.
No, I didn't, because I was doing something else.
Okay.
You didn't. You refreshed yours, didn't you?
I did, and
You did.
What else did I do?
What did you do? Combed your hair? Wash the dishes? Oh, we talked about that the last thing. Thank you very much. I even said thank you very much.
I know. I'm just saying that's like I was slacking off or something.
In the words,
I was doing dishes.
In the words of Latka, thank you very much. All right, some more music. We got a little bit of Gene Mitchell coming up. Boats belong in the water, and I kind of came up with the theme tonight about we need to be back on. You and I have not been out on the water in a while. We need to go out one night, maybe Argo Novice or something. We have not done that in a while, so we need to go out and get on the water and bounce around and have a little fun. Callie McCool says, "Where's Kim?" Kim who? Kim Jong-un? I don't know, but let's get on the water.
Clarification, please.
Let's get on some water with Boats Belong in the Water. And then we have a Jimmy Buffett right after that, which is, I think, kind of cool. It came from one of his concerts last February, one of his last concerts here in Key West. So, boats belong in the water, my friends. Thanks for listening to B-Man Michelle's Coastal Confession on Tiki Man Radio.
There's a bass boat on a trailer in a side yard down the street, covered with a faded old tarp, trailer wheels grown over with weeds. There's a sailboat at the marina, the rigging has turned to rust. Sails no longer engulf the wind, the cabin is covered in dust. Everywhere I look, they can't be found. Too many boats anchored to the ground. If you're gonna have a boat, why bother? Boats belong in the water. There's a wooden boat inside a garage in need of some repairs. It has a hole in the bottom, been that way for years. There's an old kayak that's leaning against an old oak tree. Ivy vines condemn it to never reconcile with the sea. Everywhere I look, they can be found. Too many boats anchored to the ground. If you're gonna have a boat, why bother? Boats belong in the water.
Duval Street, let's see. The bars I worked on Duval Street, good God almighty. Let's see. Well, I started at the chart room, then I got a real job at Howie's Lounge, which was, it was in the first block here. It was kind of I was the opening act for Coffee Butler. Yeah. So we're going to play Coffee's amphitheater there. What a great guy, and what a wonderful guy he was, and a wonderful Key Wester. So and then there was the Midget. I played at the Midget, and Crazy Ophelia's, and then the Bull and Whistle. That was I don't know what was it. What is it now? Somebody knows what it was. But anyway, that's where I started out. And then there was the Old Anchor Inn. If you walked into that place and you stomped too hard on the floor, they would break, and you'd go through the floorboards directly to hell. It was that. Thank you, sir. Okay. It was that kind of a place, Roger. Yes, you would have loved that bar a lot. So this is a little song I wrote about that, and in the neighborhood after nights, late nights at that bar, you may wind up somewhere else or with somebody else, but whatever it is. And then the next morning, I was, hangovers to me, I had to have chocolate milk. Well, back in your drinking days, what was your big hangover thing, Mr. Roger? Well, we're just sharing stories.
A bowl of chili.
A bowl of chili?
Yeah, you remember at the Crystal?
Oh, my God. Crystal, yes. Oh, yeah.
Those late nights?
No, but I had waffles at the Crystal. Yeah, no.
What? No.
No? Okay. Well, anyway, well, here they didn't have a Crystal or anything, so I went to Fausto's to get my stuff. And it was chocolate milk. It really did. A little sugar rush kind of got me home. Anyway, this song is all about that. So if you get disgusted, then you can just leave and come back, go to the bathroom on this, whatever you want to do. But this is a very, I think, one of my favorite songs, and a tribute to the good old days of the Old Anchor Inn, because the cops all didn't ever bust anybody because they knew all the crooks were in there. And so it was easy to go get them. So it was that kind of a place. So I'm going to take you there for a minute right now.
I got to interject one thing on this one, too. When he made this record, he got the Oak Ridge Boys to sing on this song.
That's right. Oh, my God, yes.
The Oak Ridge Boys were a gospel band that turned into a country band. And they had no idea when they came to the studio to sing on a Jimmy Buffett record that they were going to be singing My Head Hurts, My Feet Stink, and I Don't Love Jesus. He's full of surprises, ladies and gentlemen.
That is true. They were a little in shock.
People need to know that, you know.
You know what happened after that? They quit being a gospel group and went into country. So maybe it has something to do with that, you know?
They flipped over to secular world.
Yeah, they went into the secular world. Let's go secularizing right now. Trying to tell myself my condition is improving, and if I don't die by Thursday, I'll be roaring Friday night. I went down to the snake pit, drink a little beer, that was the anchor. Listen to the jukebox, Merle was coming in clear. All of a sudden I wasn't alone, I was picking country music with old Joe Bones. Duval Street was rocking, my eyes they started popping, because there she sat at the corner of the bar as I broke another string on my old guitar. Someone called a cab, that lady's gonna pay my tab. Now my head hurts, my feet stink, and I don't love tea. Oh my lordy, it's bad. That kind of night was that kind of night. Trying to tell myself my condition is improving, and if I don't die by Thursday, I'll be roaring Friday night. Hey, boy. chocolate milk. I can't spend my life in these sheets of silk. I've got to find my way. Crawl out and creep today. Cause my head hurts, my feet stink, and I don't love Jesus. Oh, my Lord, it's bad. That kind of morning was that kind of night. Trying to tell myself that my condition is improving, and if I don't die by Thursday, I'll be pouring Friday night. Let me tell you, be a pouring Friday night. I mean, I'll be pouring Friday night. A short trip back to a long lost time. I'd like to give Mac a hand for the impersonation of the Oak Ridge Boys as well.
Oh, my Lordy, it's bad.
He really likes doing that. Yeah. I know. Maybe that's the song that will fall out of the set list at some time. I don't know. All right.
Key West Local Lux boasts the largest selection of handmade, one-of-a-kind jewelry as well as pearls in the Keys. And the real thing at the best price. Now that's nice. It's the most exotic selection, too. That's Key West Local Lux, located at 515 Fleming Street in beautiful Key West, Florida. Stop by the store and say hi to Barb, who's the owner. If you're not down in the Keys, make sure you tune in for the Pretty Party every Thursday at 6 p.m. live on Facebook. That's Key West Local Lux, down in the Keys. If you're coming down to Key West, you might as well look pretty. Stop by the store and say hi to Barb. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. Key West Local Lux, 515 Fleming Street, Key West, Florida. Proud sponsor of Tiki Man Radio.
Key West has a brand new brew pub, and you're going to love what they have brewing on their menu. That's right, the Blast Beer Company's Southernmost Pint Brewpub, located at 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open 7 days a week from noon until 10 p.m. Offers handcrafted beer and made-to-order signature food dishes. On tap are 3 of their signature beers, the Southernmost Pint Golden Ale, the Save the Day IPA, and the Hazy Lady New England IPA, and many other tasty handcrafted beers brewed on-site right here in Key West. And if you're not a beer drinker, don't worry, as they have available on their menu wine and other adult beverages and booze-free drinks. While enjoying a pint or two, check out their amazing menu of small fare items made to order that include local favorites, guac and chips, and Mexican esquites street corn. And their delicious main course items, Caribbean chicken salad, and trade wind meatballs. Stop in and enjoy one of their tastings of 4 different beer offerings of your choice. Or just enjoy a pint or two while taking in the aromas of beer being brewed on site and relaxing inside their brew pub atmosphere. Better yet, soak up the wonderful Key West weather and enjoy one of their handcrafted beers while hanging out on their great outdoor patio with music videos, movies, and sports games. Come by and watch your favorite team play on the biggest screen around. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brewpub, located at 522 Front Street here in Key West. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer 1 barrel at a time.
This week on Coastal Confessions, where in the world are Bill and Ann Abbott? This week, we're staying close to home, so we're stopping by the local 315 Brewing Company in Camillus for some brews and music. The South Eastwood Band is playing Friday night.
And then on Saturday, we're going to head to downtown Syracuse for the annual Irish Fest for some great Irish music, Irish dancers, and lots of great food. And of course, some great Irish adult beverages.
Check back next week on Coastal Confessions to find out where in the world are Bill and Ann Abbott.
Only on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
Where in the world is Bill and Ann Abbott? There they are. And they're also at that Irish place they were talking about tonight. Let me see. What did they say? At an Irish Fest. And they sent me a video, so I have to look at that video here in just a little bit. Hey, I love playing those Jimmy Buffett, the ones that were recorded here his last time in Key West, because what some great stories. And you and I were at the second night I
The
stood
theater.
in line for 3.5 hours to get tickets for that.
Well, we went to both, right? We went to the theater and we went to the
Exactly.
outdoor.
We did the outdoor thing too, but when we did the theater, what an exciting that was so. And it's funny, Callie McCool said I never got to see JB in concert except for the Cabin Fever tour, and I'm here to tell you, the theater, when he played the theater, the 2 nights at the theater, we got to see one of them. Magical. I mean, the stories, like, my head hurts, my feet stink, and I don't love you. And the story he told about, I actually forgot about the Oak Ridge Boys were actually,
I
on.
think I'd ever heard that. If he told it, I wasn't listening.
Well, I think the one I played was the one that you and I were out that night, but it was the magic. There was just so much going on. I mean, you're just, oh my God, it's just one of those things that I forgot. I mean, it was pretty neat. So I like playing those because that shares a little bit of Key West history. When he's talking about, the old, the snake pit, the old Anchor Inn, things like that. The old Anchor Inn, that's down there by Rick's. That's the girly bar that you go in there. That's
part of the Rick's complex. Right?
That's the Daddy Daycare Center.
Is the real name the Red Garter Saloon?
Red Garter. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot of history, and that's what I love about Key West. I mean, I love walking around and just seeing what's happening, and my mind just thinks, what was it like? I'm putting together another video that's got a lot of old pictures of Key West that I hope you guys appreciate when I get it finished and get it put in there. But, hey, a big shout out to Joe Fish. Late to the party. You're never late to the party, I mean, even if you didn't catch the party, you can re-catch the party when we put it out on all the other platforms, Amazon and Spotify and SoundCloud and all that cool stuff. So, and then Michelle Myers. I've been talking to Michelle Myers I don't know how many times today. There's a lot going on with the 8th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase. I do want to mention that we have, in the evening, we have the 8 to 10 o'clocks there in the Ready Room. And on Thursday night, we have Jockey Jord playing up there. That guy is going...
Come and see this kid.
I swear to God, if tickets were $20, $15, $50, go see this kid. Because I'm telling you, this kid is going to be something one day. Mark my words.
He's already something, but something big.
Something big. Mark my words. I'm just not making this up. Jordan is going to be something. I mean, this kid, he just got done. This last
he produced
night,
his own. Well, he produced his own CD.
Yeah, his CD, which plays on Tiki Man Radio and everything. He produced it himself. He put all that together. This kid, I'm happy to call him my friend, and I'm happy that we got a chance to hang out with him at Margaritaville when Roger Bartlett and Emily Randall were playing. We got to see so many people that we hadn't seen in so many years there at that event. It felt like going back to high school. Hadn't seen. It was like a big reunion. It was, and that Sunday night. And I wish I would have gone. I was thinking about going. I didn't because I ended up coming home. They were playing down at the Sunset Pier, and it was Roger Bartlett, Emily Randall. I can't think of her name, the Key West local bass player.
Claire?
Claire Finley was playing, and Jockey Jordan was up there. And seeing the pictures and all the live videos, I mean, it was like the Jimmy Buffett concert. I mean, it was amazing what those guys did. So I'm here to tell you, folks, look at my face. Jordy is going to be somebody. Jordan, you got to go out and see him. This kid is amazing. Now, here's the other thing we're thinking of doing, and I got the message out to him. I haven't heard back from him yet today, but we've been going back and forth on so many things. He may be joining Michelle and I on stage on that Friday from 1 to 1:50. So we might have Jordan joining us on stage. We can play some of his songs. Maybe we'll all kind of do a little medley or something together. But I put that out to him. But he's playing Thursday in the Ready Room.
Woo! Get your tickets.
8 o'clock. Get your tickets.
When are the Ready Room? The artist is responsible for selling those, right?
The artist is responsible for selling that. So he's in the process of working that. I sent him all the details on that. So he's working that up because Danny, Lynn, and I talked today about getting everybody's information so we can start advertising it on Tiki Man Radio.
Tell them how to get tickets
exactly,
and when they're available.
Exactly, because we're leaving it up to the artist. The artist can get them at the door. They can sell tickets. I mean, there's a number of different ways they can do this. But Jockey Jord is on Thursday. I swear to you, when the tickets go on sale.
There's room for about.
We can get about 30 people, maybe 34 if it's standing room only.
So there may be like 30 tickets available.
But I'm here to tell you, get a ticket when it's available. That's all I'm going to say. On Friday, Beth Travers is taking the room. I'm not sure what she's doing yet. She's supposed to give us all the specifics. So there's details coming on that. On Saturday, it's Manalo and Mark Mulch. They're doing their thing. And just booked today for Sunday. That's right, everybody. Sunday from 8 to 10. We've expanded this a little bit. 8 to 10, we have Lene, better known as Heather Hayes, is going to be doing something up there. And I think this is going to be a really good show for her. So 4 nights booked up there. We're going to have a great time. And, and again, a great big shout out to Michelle Myers for everything she's done, for putting together all the information on the artists, little bio on them, and who's playing in this year. I mean, she volunteered to do that. It was her idea, and I know that's a lot of work. So, and I talked to Adrienne Z today. She's going to get some information to Michelle. There's just so much happening. I mean, we're getting down to the crunch time, and this is getting really, really exciting, and I'm loving every second of it. Let me see. Michelle Myers is drinking some Reef Rum. That's some really good stuff. So
next to me here.
Michelle's drinking a Pilar, but if she had Reef Rum here, she'd be drinking the Reef Rum.
It could go either way.
Callie McCool, nice Michelle. Wife bought bubbly coconut pineapple rum. Add.
Bubbly.
That sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of liking it. Who else is drinking out there? I'm doing my usual LaCroix and some vodka.
Boring.
I need that little thing in there that goes P-U. So I don't have one. I need to put that in there. So, but I can put this. Missed. So, what am I missing, Michelle? Is there anything else going on? No? I'm telling you, I've been rocking it all day. I've been sitting here in the office, rocking it out, getting things done. So I want to know what the hell you're drinking out there. Send me a message when we go to some more music. This next song is by Jockey Jord, who, if you don't get your ticket to see him on Thursday, October 31st, from 8 to 10, you've missed out. And if you think you missed out on the Jimmy Buffett concert, you want to get in on this, because this kid is going places, and I'm not making this up. This guy, man, he's awesome. This one's called Sea Slugs, and he wrote this one with Johnny Mack. Johnny Mack is was a guy down here that we met through that guy who had the Back to the Island thing. Yeah, Dan. Oh, did you say Dan Smith? I had my headphones on. I couldn't hear you. So, yeah, but Johnny Mack is really good. I got some of his music. I'll put some in next week. So, some Johnny Mack. But he and Johnny Mack are good friends. Those two actually got in trouble in Key West. Again, you got to love Key West, the stories. But they thought they'd go out and just start playing music on the side of the road without having the proper credentials. And lo and behold, the cops went in and said, if you don't pick up your crap now, we're hauling your ass off to jail. So they said, yes, officer, we will pack up our stuff and go. And they did. So Callie McCool, vodka is my favorite. Works well with lemon spritzer. Yeah, I got some lemon I probably could squeeze in there. And let me see. Mo says, cleaned up the train wreck in the kitchen and packing for the weekend. Where are you going now, Mo? Good Lord, you're always on the road. And JoJo Fish, they said they're boring. They're drinking rosé wine. Well, you know what? Jimmy Buffett would drink rosé wine. So it's just one of those things. What? Yeah, so does Keith Sykes. When we come back, we'll tell you how we met Keith Sykes over a big old goblet of rosé wine. But right now, Sea Slugs by Jockey Jordan, everybody. Hope you're having fun tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's always fun. And this is him playing harmonica, you guys.
Another sunrise on the water, another kiss from a rich man's daughter. I love it down here, I love this place. Nobody treats life like a race, and I see sea slugs slugging on by. I got enough time to wonder why they move so slow, go so far. You ever thought about where they are before? Where they are before. Well, the roosters wake me up and I find it so soothing, unless I drank the night before. And then I grab my squirt gun and I blast those cluckers, cause my head can't take no more. I smell salt from my balcony, and then you're bound to see me lighting up a bowl. I'm gonna hit the beach, stop by the Peach and the Green Parrot liquor store. Another sunrise on the water, another kiss from a rich man's daughter. I love it down here, I love this place, but it treats life like a race, and I see sea slugs slugging on by. I got enough time to wonder why they move so slow and go so far. You ever thought about where they are before? Where they are before. All right, Johnny, tell him what you gotta say.
Old lover down here come every year for the palm trees swaying and the sea slugs slugging. Little devil turtles and rich man's daughters with plenty of sun and trade winds blowing.
And I see sea slugs slugging on by. Got enough time to wonder why they move so slow, go so far. Ever thought about where they are
A fisherman's treat, a tourist feast, black and a fried, Lord, I can't decide. Well, I like mine, well, slaw and fries. It tastes great with a cold Miller Lite, and grouper and beer, and grouper and beer. I can have it every day of the year. And grouper and beer, and grouper and beer. You can buy it in a market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Well, I like scallops, shrimp, and halibut, but there's only one fillet that I crave. A big yellowfin, red or black. Lord, that fish keeps me coming back. And grouper and beer, and grouper and beer. I can have it every day of the year. And grouper and beer, and grouper and beer. You can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. And grouper and beer, and grouper and beer. I can have it every day of the year. And grouper and beer, and grouper and beer. You can buy it in a market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. You can buy it in the market, enjoy it on a pier. No, there ain't nothing better than grouper and beer. Let's head on down to Calypso Joe's and have us some good fingers and a cold beer. Check out the catch of the day. Maybe it's a big one. Hell, I hope so.
It's Daddy's turn to keep the kids while Mama's gone to the beach with her friends. It's his last chance this trip to do something right. She said, take them on over to the city pier, but Daddy knew they didn't sell no beer. He said, I'm going to take their ass to the water slide, a tiki bar. Well, it wasn't 10 minutes, that cell phone rings. Mama picks up and them kids are screaming. Daddy's drunk and naked up on the water slide. Because in the security cause they won't let him ride. He was heading for the mountains instead of the water fountain. Now Daddy's drunk and naked up on the water slide. Well, it started down at the bungee jump with his fanny showing. I guess Papa stopped in them swimming trunks just to keep on going. Well, they hauled him up and now he's gone again. Just in time for Channel 5, his old lady and all her friends look at him up there dancing, ain't he got no pride. Someone get that gorilla net, let's take his ass alive. Lord, he's swinging from the flagpole, peeing in the wave pool. Daddy's drunk and naked, well, that big white buddy specking. Daddy's drunk and naked up on the water slide, yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. Daddy, drunk and naked up on the water slide. That's right. We're going to try to do a video of that thing and get Pat McClellan to be the daddy on that thing.
Boat trader found a boat, said he'd meet us on down at the coast. Pack a bag, maybe 3. We could get gone for forever in a week. Get my captain's hat, throw a dart at the map, no looking back. There's a highway out there on the water. There's a lifeline where that soul wind blows. We can take the fast lane, we can take it slow. Go with the flow, baby, make our own road. There's a highway out there on the water, and I'm ready to go. Boating names on the Cubs, no bananas, that's bad luck. Jumping them fish out the back, I could get used to that. There's a highway out there on the water. There's a lifeline where that soul wind blows. We can take the fast lane, we can take it slow. Go with the flow, baby, make our own road. There's a highway out there on the water, and I'm ready to go. Floated on down the road to that highway on the water, way out yonder. Ooh, girl, ain't it wide open? Little glass top, saltwater soaking. If I had it my way, we'd be riding all day on that highway out there on the water. There's a lifeline where that soul wind blows. We can take the fast lane, we can take it slow. Go with the flow, baby, make our own road. There's a highway out there on the water, and I'm ready to go. Ooh, girl, ain't it wide open? Little glass top, saltwater soaking. If I had it my way, we'd be riding all day on that highway out there on the water. I'm ready to go.
Hi, this is Adrian Z. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
Tiki Man Radio, Adrian Z. Hey, that last song was Brian Kelly.
He's a Y, Brian, isn't he?
No, he's a B-R-I-A-N.
He's an I?
He did it the right way. He's got some cool parents. So, Brian Kelly, Highway on the Water. Brian Kelly, you know what? We have a connection. We have a bit of
We've never met him.
Never met him.
personally, but-
Never met the man.
But you
His
worked.
his-
I guess I've met Mike.
His uncle, well, you've met Mike Kelly. His uncle, I used to do a lot of work with the Tennessee, the Nashville Air National Guard folks back in my Air Force days. Their unit was one of my units. I have to go out there and see what's going on and make sure their wartime readiness was, where it should have been in case we ever went to war and
Needed to be ready.
Mr. Mike Kelly, great friend of ours, he would take us around. He would tell me all these stories, and I could go on for hours, some of the stories that we did out there. But when he told me that Brian Kelly, who is part of the Florida-Georgia line, it was kind of interesting, and I've never really had a chance to meet the guy. He's been here to Key West, and Mike would be like, "Hey, Brian's in town." I'm like, "Can you hook something up?" He goes, "Well, I really can't." I'm like, "Well, then what the hell did you tell me he's in town for?" I don't, but anyway.
If you can't get me backstage passes, then...
Yeah, if you can't get me backstage passes, then what good are you?
Shut your pie hole.
Shut your pie hole! Yeah. But yeah, so it was Brian Kelly. That was a good song. And the one before that, Daddy's Drunk and Naked on the Water Slide. Naked.
Not naked. Naked.
Naked on the water slide. I thought that was a pretty good one. So let me catch up. We've got Mo. I'm going to catch up with some folks here. Of course, Michelle Meyer says, your happy drink, no matter what it is, the perfect drink. So, yes, whatever you're drinking is a good thing. It's never boring. And, of course, Mo is like, the Parody Club in Raleigh is having their annual event, plus their 30th anniversary. So, I guess, apparently she's been doing that. And then Callie McCool said, this is fun. Thanks for making my Friday. No, let me tell you guys, thank you. Let me get this on here. Thank you for making our Friday. We so appreciate you guys when you hang out with us and you let us know what you're drinking, what's going on. If you went out there on the YouTube and hit those thumbs up, give us some thumbs up, everybody. We really appreciate that. And, share this with all your friends and your family and your enemies and whomever, It's like, just... What? Go ahead.
Subscribe to our YouTube.
Subscribe.
We don't care if you like us or not. Just
subscribe to Tiki Man Radio. Subscribe to B-Man and Michelle. That's what's pretty cool. Let me see. Callie goes, did you find the water highway en route to the Bahamas?
I don't think so.
Well,
we flew to the Bahamas.
We flew in there, but, it was interesting. On our last trip to the Bahamas, it was a lot more different than I thought it was going to be. We had a good time. Damn water was cold though.
It was early. It was March.
Yeah, it was cold, and I stuck a toe in there, and hey, things puckered up. So, you know me. You know how I am getting in the water. When it's cold.
Oh, geesh.
I'm the biggest wuss.
When it's here in Key West, and if the temperature is less than 80 overnight, it's too cold for him to get in.
Oh my God! I can't do it. It really is. It's what I call sucky wucky. So yeah, I do not like it.
Try jumping in the Arkansas or the Colorado River in May.
How about no? I'm not doing it. So,
that'll tell you what cold is.
Oh God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm telling you, that Bahamas water was cold.
Or
baby.
The Missouri in Montana in May.
No.
Try river rafting in that.
No, I think my voice will go up pretty high. Hello, my name is Brian, and the water's cold.
Take all the generals' wives river rafting.
I bet that was fun.
It was actually fun, but it was cold.
What was it like taking all the generals' wives?
Oh, they were cool.
Yeah. What was cool about it?
Oh, one of them was like a big Sturgis gal, and she liked to go on the Sturgis motorcycle ride.
Oh. She have chaps and everything.
All of them are closet smokers.
Closet smokers.
Well, you get the general's wife. They got to pretend like they don't.
Yeah. But it's like, why are you coughing so?
They do that in the bathroom.
It's like, why do you cough so much? Oh, I don't know. Are you a smoker? No. No. I think it was kind of interesting because you and I are writing our information up for Michelle Myers because we're part of the lineup of, of the Songwriter Showcase. And she's asking for a little, let's get to know Michelle a little bit more. And so Michelle and I were talking about it tonight, and it's
this afternoon.
It's like, it's one of those things where, people want to know a little bit more about you, I know you're kind of incognito a lot. You're kind of get smart. Chief, do you have a phone on your shoe?
I don't know. Do I?
So this is going to be interesting. So, and I was giving you like ideas. You know, it's like the cool things. You know, you how you learn how to play guitar, and you know who taught you how to play guitar. The
guitar teacher.
Oh God.
I don't remember if it was a man or a woman. It was in the 4th.
I thought it was in nuns.
No, I started in the 4th grade.
Oh, okay.
I didn't start doing.
You need to write this crap down because I don't remember.
Grade. Then it was Sister Johnette.
All right, and then.
But I already knew chords.
See, a lot of people don't know that you were the logistics person for the inaugural. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay.
For Bush, number 2.
W.
Wubya.
W.
Wubya.
W.
W. So yeah, you've got a lot of cool things, and I think it's gonna be kind of neat what you end up putting together, and and sending to Michelle, and
it's mostly music centered, or maybe music and.
Yeah, but they want to know something really special. What is that one thing that people will be like, "Oh my God, she did that"?
I think the one that surprises people most.
Like me, I was part of the Chippendales.
Is that I was an ICBM maintenance officer.
Yeah, you were on missiles. What are we doing after
that's the only thing I ever did that impressed Kurt's dad.
That you were in missiles?
Well, he got to tour.
And tell the audience who Kurt is.
Kurt is my second husband.
Yes. I'm her third. Let me say it correctly. I'm her third. But yeah, no, it's
touring the training. Missile at.
I can say I've been in a missile silo.
The training missile.
Yeah, the training. Yeah, that was kind of neat.
That was the same one.
Yeah. Michelle Myers goes, yes, Michelle is very interesting. She has a story to tell. She really, you know what? When we stay with Tim and Michelle, they really.
Yeah, we talked.
Michelle was just like, oh, Michelle, that Michelle was saying, my Michelle, she's the coolest. I was like, really? No, you are the coolest. I wouldn't be sitting here with you. You put up with a lot of my shenanigans, though, don't you? That's what makes you even cooler. You put up with my stuff, so.
Yes, I do.
And I put up with yours.
Mm-hmm.
Say that a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's just one of those things. So yeah, you have a lot of interesting stories. I got to write a book. People keep telling me I got to write a book, and I never know what direction to go with it because I think the cover of it should be "You can't make this shit up."
Well, I thought that was Jimmy Buffett's cover.
Should
have been.
It should have been because
he says that.
Some of the stuff that I've encountered in my journey has just been interesting. So I can't make this stuff up. It's it's all and the funny thing is I don't think about it until I get in the crowd and something jogs my memory and I'm like, oh, this one time in band camp, So anyway, so I appreciate, again, we're having fun with this. I appreciate everybody who hangs out with us because you guys make this fun. You make this show what it is, Coastal Confessions. Yes, and you know what? I won't even say it. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. How Coastal Confessions is a great show, everybody, and we so appreciate it. Here's a PSA. Coastal Confessions, it's all about you. Give me your confession. I want to hear it. And so does the world. So there you go. You got to refresh your drink over there, don't you? That means we need to go to some more music. So we're going to hit some more music, come back. If you got something you want to bring up, let us know. Appreciate every darn one of you guys who are hanging out with us tonight. And thanks to our sponsors. We appreciate Nailtini. We appreciate Hy-Vee Hydration Station. And we appreciate the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, who sponsors these awesome cams so you get to see what's happening in the studio. And, Jeff Lang just joined us. That's St. Thomas motto. Very cool. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, man, he's all the way down St. Thomas. He has no confession tonight, so which I find that hard to believe. I'm sure you got a ton of skeletons in your closet. You got to bring up a confession. We're going to go to some music, and maybe you'll think of something to bring up. So, hey, a little bit of Kelly McGuire, Major Doubts about... I don't quite remember what this song is.
What's the name of this song?
Oh, Major Doubts about water spouts.
Major Doubts about
water spouts, yeah. So, and then we've got Robin Tricker coming up, and then we got all kinds of stuff. We just going to be one of these nights. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Thank you guys so much for listening to us. Hey, we're at the 9:30 hour. It's hard to believe that we've been doing this. Tonight is just flying by. And we appreciate every darn one of you for hanging with us. Kelly McGuire, Major Doubts about water spouts, everybody.
Left the coast of Galveston, we were 40 boats in a row, southbound down the Tuxpan, racing to Mexico. Well, I'd never been on a crossing, been in the Gulf, but not far out. I was looking for days of pleasure when I saw that water spout. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, somebody tell me what to do. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, I wish I were home with you. Well, she snaked down from a low cloud, we were busy reefing the sail. We all just stared with wonder as the devil wagged her tail. She went away and in a minute later came back close our way. Everyone was quiet, then I heard myself say, I'm having major doubts about water spouts, somebody tell me what to do. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, I wish I were home with you. Out on the ocean there's no place to go, no way to get out of the way. I'll tell you right now, this terrified sailor sure learned how to pray. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, somebody tell me what to do. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, I wish I were home with you. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, somebody tell me what to do. I'm having major doubts about water spouts, I wish I were home with you.
Something like
boat in the water. Put the boat in the water. I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, and tomorrow we'll be gone. I know a place where the world don't feel so heavy. Out there in the beautiful blue beyond. Come on, baby, get your good time on. Are you ready? Maybe stumble on Neptune's treasure. Whatever your pretty pleasure. I'll put the boat in the water. Put the boat in the water. I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, and tomorrow we'll be gone. I'll put the boat in the water. I got you covered. I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, in the morning we'll be gone. Oh, yeah. You've been flipping through the pages of your favorite magazines. Time to make some waves, bring your dreams to life. We're gonna find your smile there in the sun, on the breeze. Some little cove, hideaway harbor, have a cold drink, stay for another. Put the boat in the water. Put the boat in the water. I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, and tomorrow we'll be gone. I'll put the boat in the water. Hey, I got you covered. The boat in the water. Sweet mama, in the morning we'll be gone. Adios, adios. Honey, let's make some waves. Adios, adios. Honey, let's sail away. Adios, adios. Find us a little sun. Adios, adios. Tomorrow we'll be gone. I'll put the boat in the water. I'll put the boat in the water. I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, tomorrow we'll be gone. I'll put the boat in the water. Why wait for tomorrow? I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, and tonight we'll be gone. I'll put the boat in the water. Sweet mama, we'll be gone. I'll put the boat in the water. I got you covered, and we'll be gone.
Hey, this is Ed the Train Man.
Hi, this is Pat the Pitcher Girl. Come get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man every Monday from 6 to 8 Eastern Island Time. That's 5 to 7 Central Island Time.
So grab a bottle of reggae wine and come join us for our Monday night party. Live from the Paradise Way Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. Right here on Tiki Man Radio.
It could be, someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Oh, peace train, take this. Groovy on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. I can't imagine anything that's better. The world is ours whenever we're together. There ain't a place I like to be instead of moving down a crowded avenue to it. Anything we like to do.
keep on spending sunny days this way. We're gonna talk and laugh our time away. I feel it coming closer day by day. Life will be ecstasy, you and me endlessly moving on a Sunday afternoon. Really couldn't get away too soon. No, 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 no.
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval? Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow-dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
That's right. When I'm walking around, I always make a point to go to Nailtini because I'm the local celebrity in there, and I give out autographs and drink their coffee, and I do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm in there darn near every morning. So, and that's what we do. Oh, this just in. So, I also need to play this one. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
This day in music. What is today? I had to stop and think.
6th.
Today's the 6th. Yeah, today is the 6th. Good Lord.
September.
I was in the middle.
2024.
Do that really informal. Put some Michelle into it, Colonel.
I already did.
Okay. What?
I said I'll say it louder.
All right, go ahead.
I already did.
All right. Whoa, you're on a roll tonight. Check you out. Pillsbury roll, that is. Ooh.
Are you calling me?
No, I'm not.
Pillsbury
I would never, ever do that. You are one hot chili pepper. So, no, but during the music, I'm sitting there answering all these people in the Conquer Public Aerospace. Apparently, some people don't read because I said, once we know who's coming, then I'll post the ad. I don't want my address out there for every Tom, Dick, and Harry to.
You'll send it to them in private.
Exactly, and then, they want to know the link. I'm like, I said, we will publish the link. Good God.
Settle down, people.
Settle down, everybody. Settle down. Good God, oh Friday.
Anyway, so back to your news.
That's right. This day in music, September 6th, 2000 and...
What year is it?
What year are we in? 2024. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did you live that long?
No, I have not had that much to drink, for crying out loud.
Did you think you'd live that long?
No. I'm going to live until...
Till you die.
Till I die. Thank you there. And yes, Michelle Myers just posted, Nailtini does great pedicures. They do great, what else? Manicures. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. We got Jake in there, although Jake's gone until the end of September, but no, the hairstylist. So I walked in the other day and caught Beth coloring some girl's hair. So I'm like, oh, are you taking over her job or his job now? And so...
She went to beauty school. She's probably licensed.
Beauty school dropout.
Some color.
No, she's not a dropout. I love Beth. She's awesome, and she listens to these podcasts. So here's what we want to say about Beth. You're awesome.
That's who I always get one.
You always go to Beth. Yeah, you always request Beth.
I get my toes done.
Yes. So beauty school, not dropout.
I need to ask Beth if she listens. If you're listening.
She's not listening tonight, but she listens to every one of our podcasts.
I gave her some really cool nail polish remover I found up on the mainland.
Oh,
and I wonder if she's had a chance to test it yet.
Well, if you remind me in the morning when I go out for my walk, because I drink my coffee over there, and that's kind of like my office on the fly. So, okay, this day in music.
Back to that.
September 6, 2024. Well, you know, what can I say?
I'm going to go sit on the couch so I don't...
So Michelle Myers. Oh, no, Brian, no bueno. I didn't call Michelle the... Okay. 1968, Eric Clapton stepped in to record the famous guitar solo on the Beatles, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I did not know that. I thought that was pretty cool. 1969, the hardest working man in show business. Who is it? Ow! James Brown pleaded exhaustion and declared his intention to retire from live performing. He was a little stressed at the time, battling a paternity suit filed by by a one-time president of his fan club. Don't get close to your fans, all right? I don't know. It's just 1974. George Harrison launches his Dark Horse record label. Ooh, it's been a long night already. 1975, Glenn Campbell started a 2-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles chart with Rhinestone Cowboy. His first number 1 after 13 top 40 hits. You know he used to be in the Beach Boys. He was a Beach Boy, so he filled in. I forget who he filled in for. 1976, for the first time in history of Fleetwood Mac, they topped the album chart with their new self-titled album. What the hell was that? History Fleetwood Mac. They didn't even tell you what the album was. Self-titled Fleetwood Mac. Oh, it's been a long day. You should be over here commenting on the side there, Ed McMahon. Michelle McMahon. Let me see. 1978, record producer Tom Wilson died. He worked with various U.S. acts, including Bob Dylan, Frank Zappa, and the Velvet Underground. So there you go. Oh, and Simon and Garfunkel. So he also worked with them. 1980, entering the album chart on this day were One Trick Pony by Paul Simon, Panorama by the Cars, Reach for the Sky by the Allman Brothers, and Playing for Keeps by Eddie Money. I played Eddie Money earlier in, I think, in the pre-show. So, 89, Motley Crue frontman Vince Neil punches Guns N' Roses guitarist Izzy Stradlin in the face during the MTV Video Music Awards. All right, way to go. 1989, after initially refusing to play it, MTV gives Neil Young's The Notes for You, the Video of the Year award at the MTV Video Music Awards. The same night, Motley Crue frontman Neil punches Guns N' Roses. So that was a busy night for a lot of people. Somebody got punched in the face, and then Neil Young got something. And then let me see what we got. What else we got here? If you're still tuned in here, 1990, Tom Fogerty, rhythm guitars for the Creedence Clearwater Revival, dies from an AIDS-related tuberculosis infection in Scottsville, Arizona, at age 48. I did not know that. I didn't know Tom Fogerty had passed away like that. 94, Sugar released their second studio album, File Under. Easy listening. It features a favorite thing, Believe What You're Saying, and G Angel. I don't know any of that. Do you know any of that? I don't know any of that. Here's a good one. 1995, Joan Jett sang the national anthem before the Baltimore Orioles game against the California Angels. This is 1995. Game marked Orioles shortstop Cal Ripken's the second 131st consecutive game, breaking the record held by Lou Gehrig. So really neat there. 97, Elton John recorded a new version of Candle and Wind after performing the song live at Princess Diana's funeral. 2.5 billion people around the world watch Elton play that special tribute to Diana. I remember that. I do remember that. Let me see. Rolling Stones in 2005 released their album A Bigger Bang. It sells just 1 million copies in America, and but the accompanying tour breaks the record for the highest grossing tour, earning $558 million. That's a lot of money. And birthdays today. I'm not going to go through all these. Jimmy Reed was born 1925. Yeah, David Allan Coe is 85. Blah, 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 blah. Roger Waters, founding member of Pink Floyd, is 81. Let me see here. Buddy Miller, guitarist for Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt, Robert Plant, and Alison Krauss, and many more, 72. Mark Chestnut is 61. And let me see if I can throw one more in here. Nina Person, lead singer for the Cardigans, is 50.
Who do we know that played with Emmylou Harris?
Who do we know? Oh, God, I don't know.
Is that Juliana?
I don't know.
Somebody we know.
Played with Emmylou Harris.
Or, for with, backup something.
So that is your music history today for September 6th, 2024. So, all right, who else do we have? Callie McCool says, blame it on the rum, Michelle. So, Michelle Myers says, I'm going to bed at 8:51, but it's okay, she's had a long week, so I kept her busy today. So I will say that
it's almost time.
And I think that's it. So we've had a good time tonight. I'm going to get to another song, and then we'll come back, close out with Jimmy Buffett, and call it a night. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us. We so appreciate it. This song right here, Paul Rausch, Catch the Stern live. I believe he was down in Belize when he did this one. So we'll definitely come back shortly and close out with a Jimmy Buffett song. Thanks for hanging out with B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio, coming to you live from the Beach Shell Studios, Beach Shell Hideaway in Key West, Florida. And you guys, Paul Rausch.
All right, here's a little tune I wrote the last time I was down here in Belize. After a chat I had with the first mate on an old sailboat. So you think that you've got troubles, that your life slides by too fast. All the things you want so bad seem to stay just beyond your grasp. Yes, it's true, I've often felt that way, like I could barely stay afloat. Then one day I met this old sailor who was just tying up his boat. He invited me to hurricanes to share his wisdom and a beer. I took a drink, I looked in his eyes, and I could swear I saw a tear. Started talking about the good old days when it was man against the sea. He told me something his old man said when he was feeling just like me. He said my old man was a sailor too, spent his life out on the sea. That boat you're sailing today, my son, well, that's the one he passed on to me. Whenever I'd complain that we were moving way too slow, his eyes would flinch a little. He'd say, there's something you should know. He said, I'll make you a little bet, son, just to help you understand. Things aren't always what you'd expect until you've seen them all firsthand. You might think this boat is moving slow, but there's one thing you might learn. Just go on up to the bow, jump off and try to catch the stern. Just try to catch the stern. So as I listened to his story, it made me take into account all the times throughout my own life I probably should have slowed things down. Instead of speeding by the things that make our lives complete, and not seeing the things that matter most when they're laid right at your feet. So for a while we sat there silently, staring out at the endless sea. When his beer was gone, he shook my hand and said it was time for him to leave. We exchanged the normal pleasantries. I said I'd see him around someday. He said, you be sure to look me up next time you travel down this way. And as I watched him leaving hurricanes, heading back down to his boat, I thought I'd have just one more beer. Instead I got two and I got them to go. I headed down the beach to where the old man's boat was tied, hoping I could catch him so I could ask him for a ride. I finally caught up to him as he was casting off the pier. He told me just to climb on board and let's open up those beers. As we sailed away, I said the most important thing I'd learned was not to bet that I could jump off the bow and expect to catch the stern. No, I'll never catch the stern.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
Can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. I've sunshine enough to spread. It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head? Fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better or I'd be sick. Tell me quick, oh, ain't love a kick? Tell me quick, ain't love a kick in the head?
Yeah, a little Dean Martin there for you. Hey,
Dino.
Jukebox Saturday is coming up right after us, so make sure you tune in there. One of my favorites that Tiki Man Radio does. I think it is so cool. Again, my favorite's always Paul Harvey. Good day. So, is that pretty cool or what? Big old shout out to Bob Bitchin out there, better known as Bob Smith.
Star Trek guy.
Star Trek guy. Thank you so very much. And he said he's been really busy. He says he works at the post office. He's on break now. So apparently he's been really busy. So don't go postal on us.
Not funny these days.
Yeah. I'm only kidding, man, but take a little bit of break. Hey, I've got a... If you're on YouTube and you're watching us, and so that's a good one, Callie. Callie says, so you're going coastal.
Yeah,
Not postal, but you're going coastal. That is awesome.
coastal on you.
That's really cool. Hey, I want a big shout out to Tiki Man Radio. We got the Trop Rock Music Association Awards coming up, and
You haven't mentioned that. Did you mention that Tuesday?
I did on our show on Tuesday. The Tiki or the.
Tuesday show.
Or Tuesday on the Island show. Yes, I did. But Tiki Man Radio is nominated for Radio of the Year. It would be nice if you're a member of the Trop Rock Music Association, please go out and vote for the radio. We really appreciate that. And also nominated in another category, the Radio Program Live. It's a Sunday morning with the Tiki Man. They've got a nomination, so they're in the final ballot. And yours truly, Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, our second year of being nominated. We so appreciate it. Vote for Danny, vote for us. It doesn't matter. Bottom line is, Tiki Man Radio gets in, and we get something out of it. And it'd be nice if we could get something. That would be the coolest
It'd be
thing.
if we could actually give our votes to the other one, whoever has the most.
Yeah, I just think it'd be cool if
be nominated.
If Tiki Man Radio as a whole got something, and that would be really nice, and I would love that. And if you're not a member of the Trop Rock Music Association, I encourage you to go out there because they do some really cool things, and we would really like more and more people to be a part of it. And when we get down around to the awards time frame, we can really get you guys to go in and hit that little lever and give the votes out there because we have great show. The bottom line, Tiki Man. I'd love to see Tiki Man Radio get something as a radio station as a whole because we have so many great live performances. The shows are just I'm happy to be a part of it, but you've got Callie McCool and his group that does their thing. You got Ed and Pat that does their thing. You've got B-Dog and Lou that does theirs. You've got Jen Shin. I mean, there's so many great radio shows on Tiki Man Radio, and we just keep getting better and better and more, and that's what we like to do. So that's who we are. So Bob goes, Brian, my nickname for you and Michelle is Mork and Mindy. Have a great weekend. Nanu. Oh, my God, I love it. And then, of course, Mo's still watching. Bob said he's tried to vote, and he said he couldn't. So if you can't go...
You might need to join.
If you're already a member and you're having problems, say something to the board because, Trop Rock Music Association folks, because if there's a problem, we need to fix that so that you can get out there and your vote counts. Every vote counts. So even in any election, your vote counts. Get out there and
if you don't vote, you can't complain.
You can't complain. That's a kick in the head.
No voting, no complaining.
That's right. So, all right, guys. B-Man Michelle, we're closing out the show. I got one more song we're going to play tonight, a Jimmy Buffett song. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on a Friday night. It's just the coolest thing. If you missed part of the show, if you didn't get to listen to the show, or if you got a friend, it's on SoundCloud. We'll post it this weekend. It'll be out on Apple Music. It'll be out on Amazon Podcasts. It'll be out on Spotify. You'll be able to catch us no matter where we're at. And again, I appreciate it. Closing out the show tonight, Jimmy Buffett, when he was down here, it's one of his songs when he was here in Key West. Growing Older But Not Up. Thank you, each and every one of you. We'll close the show out here. We love you guys. We'll see you next Friday on the radio show.
Maybe we'll have a guest.
I hope to have a guest. The last 2 weeks in a row, it's been kind of like, they're like, I'm too tired. And then we'll see you on Tuesday for Coastal Confessions as well. Don't forget, following our show, Jukebox Saturday. Love it. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And I love the way he did this.
This crowd does not look like you're living your age here. You're a little younger. I rounded first. I never thought of the worst as I studied the shortstop's position. Then crack with my leg like the shell of an egg. Someone called a decent position. I'm no Pete Rose. I
I see me as an old manatee, heading south as the waters grow colder. Tries to steer clear of the humdrum so near, it cuts off scars deep in his shoulder. That's how it goes, right to the end. Though his body's quite flexible, that barnacle brain don't win. I'm growing older, but not my metabogarithis present stuck. Let the winds of change blow over my head. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm here. So don't get me wrong, this is not a sad song, just events that I have happened to witness. Time takes its toll as we head for the pole, and no one dies from physical fitness. So what the hell, we'll take it right to the end, as these days grow more complicated. The nightlife still wins. I'm growing older, but not up. My metabogarithis present stuck. Let the winds of time blow over my head. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead. Let the winds of change blow over my head. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm A little advice, yeah. All right. Well, you're a wonderful Monday night crowd here, you know.
That's great advice from Jimmy Buffett, everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. And coming to you from Mork, Nanu, Bob Smith. Guys, have a great weekend. And like I say every week when I close the show out,
Y'all come back now. You hear?
we will see you next Friday, everybody. You got a song request, send it to me. We'll put it in there. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend.